Coming up on County Colours. Having come through a week which tested their team spirit like nothing else, the team faced their final 2 games against their oldest rivals as they aim to cement their legacy.
This relies on us, no one else. Somerset relying on us to lose.
And as the season draws to a close, there's an opportunity to reflect on what's been a campaign like no other, as the journey reaches its conclusion. This is Team Football. After Miko Piaseki's last-minute winner away at Somerset ensured Devon's trophy ambitions head into the final 2 games of the season, there is once again a common feeling of pride amongst the coaching staff in the resilience that this squad have shown, something that not all teams are fortunate to have.
And like we said, it's been a real regular theme throughout the season in terms of that kind of character of digging out results, digging out key moments, and it's something that some teams have, some teams haven't got, but this team seems to have it in droves. It's just we'll just see what happens now in the last couple of competitive games we've got.
With just 2 games remaining in the South West Counties Championship, Devon know their destiny is in their own hands. A win and a high-scoring draw in their 2 remaining fixtures, both against Cornwall, would see them crowned champions. Anything less, and Somerset would take the title, with Cornwall needing 2 wins and a huge goal difference swing to even have a chance of securing their title. Just 1 point from their 2 games leaves them in a difficult situation. In recent seasons, Devon's fixtures against Cornwall have become something of legend. Last year, both sides played out 2 3-all draws, and whilst that on paper sounds remarkable, even then, it doesn't quite do it justice. Leading 3-1 at the county ground with just minutes to go, Devon conspired to give away a 2-goal lead and gift Cornwall a draw. Whilst down in Hale, Devon trailed 3-0 at half-time, only to roar back in the second 40 to earn a share of the points. Cornwall would eventually go on to take the title on goal difference, retaining their crown. However, a lot has changed in 12 months, and with a new look team, a fresh look to the programme as a whole, Devon have a chance to write their own history, and what better place to do it than against your destined rivals.
There always is, certainly in the last couple of seasons when I've been more around this programme, there's always that little bit more excitement when Cornwall come to town or when we go down there. Being sort of neighbours but slightly adrift of kind of other parts of the southwest, if you like. I think it's certainly seen as the big one for Cornwall. Going down to Hale last year and sort of feeling the atmosphere that they kind of had down there. Yeah, it's got a bit of a feel to it.
Just days out from the home fixture against Cornwall, goalkeeper Mac Stokes joins the commentary team for a County Cup final. Mac isn't expected to feature on Wednesday, but nevertheless, the fixture is one he's had his eye on since the start of the journey.
Cornwall. Very close.
You're not wrong.
We don't like them, they don't like us, so it'll be a important game. We've not played them yet, so we have no idea what they're like.
They've only played the 1 game this season.
So the one
And that was a 3-2 loss to Somerset.
that will obviously give us confidence. I'd like to think we go into every game thinking we can win. Absolutely.
With a trip down to Truro already in the diary for the end of April, Devon have home advantage in the first fixture, and with a full season to look back on, Coach Nick is leaning on that experience to help Devon in this opening game.
But yeah, I'm expecting tight game. I'd like to think our kind of increased amount of sort of time together as a group and the increased number of games will help us and stand us in good stead here. And building on Somerset, it would be great to get another result in the bag here before going down to Truro.
The county ground has become something of a fortress for Devon this season, with the home support backing the team all the way, and they'll need every last bit of support against a Cornwall side who arrive knowing their own title ambitions hang by a thread. Win and Devon's destiny is in their own hands. Lose and the title race would be over. The game needs no introduction. Devon know the scale of what's in front of them. And while several Cornwall players are teammates of the Devon squad at grassroots level, friendships will be put aside for 80 minutes.
Momentum, yeah? Come on in, let's go.
Travis and the team know that when it comes to derbies, form goes out the window. The game everyone has had marked since the fixtures were confirmed has finally arrived. So here we go, Devon versus Cornwall. Aiming to start fast, Devon create the opening sight of goal, and it's the man for the big occasion, Thomas Ross, who fires a speculative effort over the bar. Whilst Cornwall are yet to register a win this season, they remind Devon of why form goes out the window in these games. Working a tidy move down the right hand side, the Cornwall forward is unable to convert, curling an effort just wide of Ewan Locke's goal. As Coach Nick predicted, it's a tight and cagey game. Goals of previous seasons replaced by midfield scraps and a lack of clear-cut chances. Devon, however, are standing firm in defence, but know that they must take the initiative if they are to retain their hope of winning the South West Crown. As always, every Devon player knows their job, and as the half ticks on, Cornwall are resorting to speculative efforts from range, causing little to no trouble for Ewan Locke in goal and his defence in front of them. In a game lacking attacking quality, it might not necessarily be the prettiest goal that puts either side in front, so step forward, the menace. Aside from their playing ability, if there's one thing this group of players is good at, it's knowing where the camera is when they score. Ben Jolly's deep corner is heading for Man Mountain Ethan Rowe. He plants a header across goal, forcing a good save from the goalkeeper. But on hand to react quickest is Jake Cuff, putting his own header beyond the reach of the Cornwall players, giving Devon a vital goal. It's eerily reminiscent of a Declan Rice corner, Gabriel with the first header, and Victor Gyökeres with the goal. And they've even got the celebration to match. A celebration fitting of a perfectly executed set piece. With 27 minutes on the clock, Jake Cuff has given Devon the lead in this grudge match. Tails up, Devon go in search of a second before half time. Goalscorer Cuff links up nicely with Somerset hero Piasecki before he fires high and wide, but Devon are starting to tick. Devon fashion one more chance before the half is out. Ben Jolly's effort is comfortably saved by the Cornwall goalkeeper. 40 minutes complete, 1-0 up, the perfect start. It's never this simple, is it?
We've had so many better games where we've come away and got nothing out of it. Today we're 1-0 up. But it's not enough. We've still got another 45 minutes left. And it's going to be hard.
Jake comes forward, either one or whichever side it is.
Tuck in, tuck in.
Yeah, run through the middle.
But we still need out there.
Couldn't do it.
We have still got this. But we just got to put our chances away. That's what's lagging us back.
What we're seeing on the side, what we knew would happen sort of half happened, but we still haven't probably been as clinical as we need to be. We went with a little bit of a storm, we didn't play great, we looked like we were a little bit sort of tentative to get on the ball, and also defensive wise, we were a little bit, I'd say, slow in moments to get back and get goal side. Now you've started to do that, and it's been amazing to watch from a defensive point of view. Alright? It looks solid. Everything that we've asked you to do, from the goalkeeper through to the back four, through to Ash, alright, it's been nice to see there's a good understanding, alright? That needs to continue because they have to win this, alright? They've already lost. Nick just said it a minute ago, if they lose today, they can't go and win it. So they will go all guns blazing at some point. Now the only bit that I'm disappointed with, and it's only literally 3 to 4 minutes of that half, was when it just went completely dead and silent. Just after our goal, you done really well for a couple of minutes, and then it was just flat. And I said to Trav, get him going, but I'm only saying him because he's the captain. But it's got to come from all of you. And it just went really weird. And that's that momentum swing I said at the beginning, where they'll have their time, alright? you've just got to talk, because the moment you go quiet, it started to get a little bit cagey again, didn't it? We started to have that, whose ball is it, who is it, and that's where we're going to get caught.
This is their season now in the next 40 minutes. This is their season, but at the minute you're in control of it. So you are in control of this game at the minute. Might not always feel like that, because they probably have a little bit more of the ball, but you are controlling the narrative of this game at the moment.
Standards are high in this squad, and acknowledging that there's still room for improvement in the second half despite being in front is testament to this. However, whilst it may have been a little frantic in the first 40, Devon actually seemed to have complete control in the second half. Rossi's free kick is well saved by the Cornwall goalkeeper, and as the visitors start to resort to long balls, Devon continues to get chances in transition, springing quick counter-attacks against their opponents who are getting more desperate as their title hopes fade. However, drama is never far away, and when Devon failed to deal with a ball into the attacking third, there's a sense of a familiar feeling. That familiar feeling? Well, it's relief. Cornwall worked the ball across to the left-hand side before Devon failed to deal with the subsequent cross. What ensues can only be described as pinball. Cornwall should score, they don't score, they hit the post. Ethan Rowe blasts it against his own bar before the final effort is just wide of the post. And now we can all breathe. Not quite. Moments later, Ewan Locke is forced into a diving save to keep the game at 1-0. And now we can all finally breathe. As full-time approaches, neither side are able to find a way through, and it's left to Ellis Williams to have the final chance. A stunning long-range effort which is well saved by the Cornwall goalkeeper. But then finally, full-time arrives.
Come on!
3 points.
Yeah, it was good. It was a nice feeling up here, especially at Coach Road. You don't want to, when you're home, you want to kind of make your own backyard, you like your fortress type sort of thing, which I think we did. We defended well. We got the goal.
Yeah, it was a tight game that I was expecting. Like I said, this fixture and these games with Cornwall, while it's different groups of players, I don't know, just seems that something they don't ever seem to be completely one-sided. Two ridiculous draws last year. The season before, I think they were quite narrow wins. So yeah, it was always going to be that tight kind of game again. It was edgy throughout. Like you say, I don't think it ever really ever threatened to sort of boil over. I think it was well controlled by the officials, and credit to our boys, because it wasn't like a game that had many chances for either team. Cornwall might feel they probably had more shots on goal, and I couldn't tell you without looking at the video back. But yeah, I don't really remember too many opportunities for them where Ewan's been forced into saves. Of course, there was a free kick which he's done really well to tip over in the second half. But generally, I don't think either keeper has kind of come out of that game being heavily troubled. But yeah, for me, the best thing about that performance and result was getting a clean sheet, because it's something that we've not been able to do all season. So for us to kind of, on our last home game here at the county ground, for us to record a clean sheet and a 1-0 win, it just gives us something to really go down to Cornwall and take now in our final game of this competition. I think it's something that not all players have. It's just that kind of right place, right time kind of thing, and know where the goal is. And it's not going to come off every time. It's really not. But he's proved this season in those key moments that we can count on him to try and get something. And they're not the prettiest goals. They're not goals that are going to be on the end of season highlights reel. But it doesn't matter. It's the goal. The goal is the goal. And in that kind of game, credit again to Cornwall. Like they weren't giving us opportunities to just run through from 20 yards and just strike into an open goal sort of thing. It was always going to be really tight and tricky to do. So yeah, for us to get the breakthrough and then hold on to it for the second half, yeah, really, really pleasing.
As Travis said, 3 more points in the bag, but there's still a job to do. Somerset continue to lead the standings, but Devon's victory over Cornwall at the county ground means a win in the reverse fixture would guarantee a first South West Counties Championship since the competition was reintroduced just 3 years ago. A 3-3 draw would also be enough to take the title on goals scored, whilst a 2-2 draw would see an unprecedented playoff against Somerset. Anything less and Somerset would be crowned champions. Cornwall were out of contention. It's now in Devon's hands. One game to go. Devon arrive at the Truro City Stadium knowing their fate is in their own hands. Win and the title is theirs. Lose and Somerset are waiting in the wings to celebrate. This team's journey has led to this. A journey that has seen them experience the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. They've grown together and taken on those moments as a team, and that's the key message pre-match.
Similar message to what we've seen throughout the season. You boys in the group have grown really well throughout the year. Back to Surrey, our first game. It's night and day from where we are now. I think from my end, we've got to put the finishing touches this now and go and win that trophy. Come 5:30 tonight.
With just moments until kick-off, the lads are preparing to go to the well one last time. All the hard work has been completed. Now between them and Silverware is just 80 minutes of football in their biggest rival's backyard.
From the first time in Surrey in October, where we didn't really know each other, we were good. But we've come on such a long way, we're even better now. First, second balls, we win. Yeah? Anytime we can shoot, have a go at the keeper. The surface is slippery. Defence, we'll try and help it on first 10 minutes, so that's why we've got to feed off them. We've got to show a bit of grit and character. This is what it's all about. This relies on us, no one else. Somerset relying on us to lose, and relying on Cornwall to win. So it's how we handle it. We can show a bit of character and fight, and get the result we need, and we come out here champions, or we got here feeling sorry for ourselves. Remember the feeling in Essex? Against Essex? Do we want that again? No. No. Come on! Come on!
Here we go then. Jake Cuff gets the ball rolling for Devon. The team haven't always made the fastest of starts this season, so what better time to make one than a must-win game? I cannot believe it. 20 seconds on the clock, Jack Brown has fired Devon in front in Truro. Travis's ball into the area is spilled by the Cornwall goalkeeper, which allows Jack Brown to pick up the loose ball and slam it into the bottom corner. Devon have the perfect start. The team couldn't have wished for a better start, and they continue to attack. Tieno low down the left hand side beating his man and teeing up Jake Cuff, who just sees his shot blocked. Trouble, however, is never too far away, and football can change in seconds. Cornwall are denied a potential penalty, only to win one seconds later as Ollie Ashby is penalised for a trip. Cornwall have a way back into the game. The Cornwall forward steps up and sends Macca the wrong way, pulling Cornwall level with their first real chance of the game. That goal gives the hosts a boost, and they start to fashion more opportunities, forcing Mac and the defence into some vital interventions. Devon begin to throw some punches back. Thomas Ross's shot from range is straight down the throat of the Cornwall goalkeeper. Up until now, these games have been played in fairly good spirit, but with just 5 minutes left of the half, Cornwall look to spring a quick counter-attack. With just Isaac Lowe between the Cornwall player and the goal, the forward takes a heavy touch, allowing Isaac to nick the ball, a vital interception. However, the opposing player lunges in, taking Isaac out in the process and missing the ball entirely. The Cornwall player is booked and the situation cools, but the rivalry is starting to bubble. Devon have the last effort of the half, Ethan Rowe climbing highest, but his header is down and just wide of the post. The equation at half-time is simple. Devon must score at least one goal and avoid defeat, otherwise the trophy is heading to Somerset. As they did in the first half, the team come out of the traps quickly, and after a little bit of Jake Cuff magic down the right hand side, he tees up Jack Brown again. The midfielder fires just wide of the far post, but it's a warning sign for the hosts. As the half goes on, Cornwall begin to take control. Knowing they must win, Devon push forward, but that leaves gaps for the home side to exploit, and without creating real opportunities, Devon are on the back foot. As the clock continues to tick down, nerves continue to rise, and that can be felt not only on the pitch, but off it amongst the supporters and staff who have travelled the length of the country with this team. Cornwall, with little other than pride to play for, seem liberated and look the more likely to score next. Frustration continues to grow amongst the Devon team. Time is running out for Devon as Ollie Ashby fires over the bar from range.
Go for Cornwall, score.
Yeah, I'm proud of every single one of them. It wasn't an individual thing, which we knew it wasn't going to be from the first day in Surrey. It was a collective of what could we do and how far could we make, which I think ultimately we've done Devon fairly proud.
It was some run. It was some run. I couldn't be much prouder, if I'm honest with you. We gave it all. We went a long way. Deep into the competition I think anyone was expecting. So yeah, proud of the lads.
It was obviously a great achievement, greatest I think Devon ever been, but it's just a bit frustrating because we could have won that final, we could have won the final 100%, but it's just one of them.
Really proud. I went through to the National Cup, yeah. I feel like we've done really well, got to the semis, and then just lost. I feel like we could have played better, but yeah.
Very proud, got to semi-final in the National, was it? Amazing achievement from the guys. I thought, loved every second of it. Some of highs and lows, but overall really good.
I think I'm very proud of every single one of them in the changing room. We got to the semi-finals and we were kind of in a playoff thing against Cornwall, but very proud of them.
Oh yeah, it's been great. Everybody's worked really hard. There hasn't been anyone that hasn't played well every game. We've all worked together so well, and you know we could have gone better in all the tournaments we're in, but we've done well to get where we got to.
I'm very proud. It's been an incredible journey and one I'll never forget.
Yeah, incredibly proud. I feel like we've bonded together a lot. At the start we didn't really know each other, but now we're a big group.
Yeah, I'm really proud. I think it's been a really good experience for us, and all the games we played just gelled together really well.
Yeah, really proud. You know, it's been a long season, but a very successful one. Obviously, tough not winning the cup at Cornwall days ago, but look, it's one to be proud of and one we'll look back on with positive moments.
Absolutely, what a journey it's been. I think having been involved fully for kind of the season just gone, such an amazing experience to kind of see the lads develop from day one to a semi-final of the National Cup. Unfortunately, we kind of couldn't make that final step to get to the final, but a brilliant journey from all the lads, and most importantly, what an opportunity to see each and every one of them develop, not just physically, but kind of in stature as well. A lot to live up to. We're not just talking, semi-finals of a National Cup, but I think every match that we had last season, the boys were at it. 100% commitment, desire, wanting to be there. There was a real energy about the last group. Let's just hope that this new group had the same energy.
A season like no other, told through the words by those who made it all possible. When they came together for their first ever game against the Argyle Education Programme back in August, nobody could have predicted the rollercoaster that would follow. The togetherness in their first competitive game to overcome Surrey in extra time, riding the highs and the lows to defeat Kent at the county ground, before daring to dream away at Hampshire, and then the extra time heartbreak against Essex. This squad never let those lows define them. They bounced back against Somerset to prove themselves in their true test, and had produced a clean sheet against Cornwall when they needed it most. On paper, it's a trophyless season, but the journey, the memories, the legacy, they're far greater than anything else.
You can see it within their kind of expressions, within their desire to play for the county. It's almost like representing their country, and that's how the boys feel with it. There's such a pride and a personal feel to kind of representing the county. I think if you was to ask every single one of them, it's probably been their most enjoyable experience this season from them. So, yeah, credit to the boys, credit to the guys that helped run the programme successfully this season. Just what a journey it's been.
The team have one last assignment, a friendly against the Exeter City Academy. The perfect opportunity to show what they're all about to a professional club, but also a chance to round off and reflect on an unforgettable season.
It was two, probably the first game against Surrey where we scored the 2 late winners, and then probably in the semi-final of the National when we was 2-1 down and scored the header to bring it back to 2-2.
Making it to the semis in the National Cup, although we could have got to the finals and we could have won it, I think just like experience going that far with the team we have now and like going that far with all my mates was a good experience during it.
It's got to be the late winner quarterfinals, Hampshire away. It was ridiculous and just buzzing after, good atmosphere.
When I scored the winner, where was it? It was Hampshire, wasn't it? Hampshire, yeah.
Probably the away win at Hampshire when we got into semi-finals.
I think Hampshire away, late winner, quarter-final of the County Cup. It was class.
Probably my goal against, who was it? Wiltshire, yeah. That really a highlight for me.
Obviously we lost to Cornwall, but in the big scheme of things that's nothing when you have the highs that you do as a team like us.
Somerset away, last minute winner.
I think Miko's last minute goal against Somerset, I think it was, yeah, that was really just memorable.
I got put right wing in the last 5 minutes. Beautiful ball from Ellis, got put through. Thankfully Rossi didn't steal it and then scored, and just the pure emotion, everyone started running to me, do you know what I mean? It was just a good moment.
Probably my latest goal against Cornwall. I mean, it's got to be a goal of mine, but yeah, it was a good finish early and everyone's celebrating, yeah, it's a great moment.
I could favourite it and say that my winner against Kent, but I'd say playing up at Truro was a pretty good moment.
Getting to semi-final of the National Cup, got very far and proud of the lads.
I think it's safe to say we've left a legacy, and we've left a big legacy. I think what we've done this year will go a lot further than just not winning silverware. I think it will encourage more people, get more Devon teams further into further competitions, and we left a good legacy, I think.
Soon a new batch of players will trial, aiming to be named in the Devon squad for next season and write their own piece of history. But the impact this current group has made will be felt for a very long time, and Travis has some golden advice for the next generation.
You've got to stick together. There's times where you're going to be away in the horriblest conditions of everything's going against you, the conditions, and you've all got to go in the right direction, whether it's not suiting you individually, but as a team, you've got to, some games you're going to be on the bench and you're going to be frustrated, but it's all about being a team, and if you can do that, we can all strive, and they can be successful, and you never know, they could get to the final and do better than us, but that's the benchmark now for the rest of the Devon sides.
Silverware may have eluded the squad this season, but as we've said throughout the campaign, their legacy will always be measured by far more than the trophies that sit in a cabinet. From the moment they walked through the gates for the first time for trials, to the moment they left the county ground for the final time, they have set a standard, not just in the way they played the game, but in the way they represented the badge, their teammates, their coaches, and their communities. They have raised the bar, and for every player who follows in their footsteps, that standard is now an expectation. Football has always been a game built on hope. It's why the phrase, "it's the hope that kills you," has become so synonymous with the sport. Every 4 years, the nation dares to believe that football might actually finally come home, only to experience the heartbreak that so often follows. Yet despite that disappointment, despite that feeling, we just keep on believing. we keep coming back for more, because hope isn't football's greatest weakness, it's actually its greatest strength. Hope creates memories that last a lifetime. Hope turns impossible dreams into genuine belief. Hope is what fills the terraces on a cold Saturday afternoon and convinces thousands across the country, let alone the county, that today might just be that day. It's the reason generations continue to fall in love with the game. This team gave a community that hope once again. They reminded the county what it feels like to believe, what it feels like to have a team they can be proud in. They gave supporters moments they'll never forget, inspired conversations that will be told for years, and showed that football is about much more than the 90 minutes or a league table. Success isn't always defined by medals, sometimes it's measured by the impact you leave behind. Because of this team, young children across Devon are pulling on a pair of boots for the very first time. Somewhere, little Timmy is celebrating his first goal down at the local park because he dared to dream. Maybe he dreams of becoming the next Lionel Messi. Maybe, just maybe, he dreams of becoming the next Travis Goodall, Max Stokes or Thomas Ross. And that's what makes this group so special. They've shown young footballers that heroes don't always have to play on the world's biggest stage. Sometimes they can be the ones representing your own community. The beautiful game has been about more. It's been about belonging, about communities coming together, about inspiring the next generation to dream a little bigger than they did yesterday. It's about giving people hope, creating lifelong memories, and proving that even without lifting silverware, a team can leave an unforgettable mark on everyone fortunate enough to watch them. If that's the measure of success, then this squad has achieved something truly remarkable. And as far as I'm concerned, football has never been more at home. Because if this season has shown us anything, it's that football in Devon is in very, very safe hands.
Devon!